Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Jasmine's Garden. So right now, if you could see my phone setup, it's hilarious. So literally, you're on the steering wheel, but you're also on top of a water bottle that's upside down, to where it's very, very silly. But okay, hey guys, I haven't made a YouTube video in 2 weeks. Oh my god. I don't want to leave y'all hanging. So this is me attempting to do a video off the top of my head because this video is going to be about how to reconnect with yourself, how to find yourself again, how to just deepen the connection with yourself, because that is literally just so fundamental in everything. Like, your relationship with yourself determines your relationship with everybody else around you. So let's get into it. The first thing I'm gonna give you some recommendations on like activities or like stuff to do in order to reconnect with yourself. So one of those activities I recommend, everyone says it, everyone talks about it, journaling. I started journaling back in 2020, and it really did make a difference, to be honest. Like, doing gratitude lists are fun, you know, just writing down what you're grateful for, even if you don't even really feel like you have nothing to be grateful for. You really do. Like, you have running water, you have electricity, you have a phone, like those things, you know, you're grateful for them, you know. Anyways, but that's not real, that's just like, anyways, but journaling in general, journaling about how your day was, what you went through, something, if you went through something like a breakup, journaling about it. But the reason that, okay, yeah, you can like have a conversation with yourself in your head about the situation, but I feel like writing it down just creates space between you and your thoughts, because you got to remember, you are not your thoughts. You are not what's going on in your head. You're the one observing it. You're the one that can. So this is just the saying that if you can see it, if you can observe it, then that's not you. So everything that you can, like your human vessel, it's not you. Your emotions, it's not you. Your personality, it's not you. It's not you. You're the observer. Gotta remember that. You're the one that can observe it. So that's why deep down you're always untouched, always in a peaceful state, deep down in your inner core being. I don't know why I'm talking in this way, like like I'm talking in a way that's like I guess that's just the vibe I'm on right now. My phone's on 10%. Okay. So, I recommend journaling. Or, okay, you can also, like, if you don't want to write down, okay, because writing sometimes takes a long time. Like, it just, like, takes effort. And sometimes my hand gets cramped up, and it's not a vibe sometimes. But like, typing on your notes, it helps too. And like recording yourself talking, and then you can listen back, or like recording a video. Also, just talking to yourself in the mirror, like just having conversations with yourself in the mirror, like out loud conversations, helps a lot. If you don't feel like writing it down, just have a talk with yourself out loud. Be like, so what I do is basically I split myself into two people. And so like I'm just conversating with myself, and I'm over here trying to give a tutorial of how to talk to yourself. I don't know, because I feel like some people don't like, or at least they don't like admitting it. Because I remember like bringing up talking to yourself. Like, some people might see that as like, oh, you're psychotic. But no, you're psychotic if you don't talk to yourself. You're not psychotic. But if you don't talk to yourself, then how no, you're literally a stranger to yourself. Are you? Like, that's insane. That's insane. You need to get to know yourself, because yeah, you live every day being you, but it's another thing of actually like sitting time by yourself without any distractions, and actually just spending time with yourself and getting to know how you feel. Because that's like what connecting with yourself is. That connecting with yourself is so important, because being in tune with your emotions is what brings life so much color. So journaling, yeah, as I was saying, it creates space between you and your thoughts, so you're able to just have a little bit more rationality behind your emotions and the situation that you're going through. If you're one of those people that are very private, you don't like telling your business, you don't really open up to people, then journaling is really going to be your best friend. Because I feel like because talking about your emotions and everything, it's very important, I feel like, to just like flush out that stagnant energy of those like negative feelings, to flush them out of your body. So if you don't like venting to people, then like just venting to yourself also does the same thing. And like for me, I just feel like when I'm writing, I feel heard. Like, even though it's like no one's reading it, I still feel like heard. And it's basically, you feel heard because you actually are listening to yourself. You actually are creating a space for you to just be open about whatever is going on internally. And so that's another reason why connecting with yourself is so important, because as within, so without. Whatever is going on inside you, mentally, emotionally, it's going to reflect outside in your external world. So, okay, one thing that I will say, if you're gonna journal, it's okay to write whatever you want. That's another thing. You gotta make it clear, make it known that you're just not gonna hold any judgment towards yourself. You're gonna say whatever you want. It doesn't even matter if you think it's crazy, if awful. But then you have to actually, you cannot play the victim, okay? Don't play the victim. Because if you're just complaining the whole time in your journal entry, at the end of it, you're going to be like, yeah, my life does suck. Wow. So it's going to be like counterproductive. So if you need to, just look up some journal prompts, and that'll help guide your journal entry to actually be helpful instead of not helpful. Okay, so yeah, journaling. But let's go before that. There's something that's more important than that, is you need to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for all the bullshit you put yourself through in your past times. Why did I move it? Oh my god. Okay. Forgive yourself. I don't like. Forgiveness. Literally just forgiveness. Acceptance. You need to bring some acceptance, some forgiveness, some unconditional love to you. You need to bring those things into your life. So a way to do that is like through your journaling practice, or like just telling yourself, okay, so for me, when something comes up that I did in my past that I'm not proud of, I take a moment, I'm like, I forgive myself for my past actions. That was just me doing the best I could do in that moment with what I knew at that moment. Like, because you gotta realize, we really are just like, we're just doing what we can. We're just doing what we know how to do. And we need to have some compassion, okay? It's a balance between compassion and like discipline. But I know for me, bringing forgiveness and like compassion to my life, it helped a lot with what I was when I was going through a tough time. So yeah, just it's really just all about that self-talk. Like, how do you talk to yourself? How do you treat yourself? How do you yeah, like, how do you view yourself? If you view yourself as like a piece of shit, that don't do that. But I know that okay, so yes, forgiveness is important. Also, honesty. Just honesty. You gotta be honest with yourself. Okay, so honesty is, I think, comes before that as well. Honesty comes before for forgiveness, because you can't forgive yourself if you're not even being honest with what you're going through. That's the thing. Just connecting with yourself. You actually have to be in the present moment. So that is acceptance. You need to have acceptance of where you're at in your life right now. No matter how terrible it might seem, if you can't come to terms with it, you're never gonna be able to get past it. So, girl or guys, you have to just sit down and be honest. Reflect, look at yourself, look at your life, and be like, what's really going on? What's really happening here? And then the answers that come after that question, after you ask yourself that, it might be really hard to face it sometimes. Because that's why you're not facing it to begin with, because you just don't want to. Because it's just like, I don't know, you fill in the blank. But, and then once you're honest with yourself, once you realize like, okay, yeah, I have X, Y, and Z traits about myself that I don't necessarily like, then you got to make a plan. Be like, I'm done doing this. You gotta release those traits, those patterns, those beliefs about yourself that just make your life harder. So for an example, if you're in a toxic relationship, and you know you're in a toxic relationship, you know the guy or the girl is not good for you, but you're still in the relationship because you're so scared of being alone, because you don't want to be alone, because either like it's been so long since you actually have been, or whatever the reason may be. Well, it just comes down to just like having the guts, having courage to step into the unknown, step into something different for once. Because whenever you're stuck in a situation that you don't like, or you find yourself just going through the same things over and over again, and you're not changing anything about it, you're not changing how you view it or changing how you how you react to it, it's gonna keep happening. Like, why wouldn't it? It doesn't make sense. If you don't change anything, nothing will change. So, that being said, you have to want the best for yourself. And I feel like everyone does at the end of the day. Like, why would we put ourselves through trials and tribulations and turmoil? But the reason that we're going through shit is because we're not aware. We're not actually conscious. We're just stuck in our head, stuck in our mind, stuck listening to the same thoughts that replay over and over, and we think we are those thoughts. We think we are what we think. But we are not. We are not. That is just old old programming, old, you know what I mean? It's just an outdated way of thinking. You need to update yourself, update your brain. Go to settings in your brain, press upgrade now. Oh, but it might say you don't have enough storage, or it might say that you need to connect to Wi-Fi. So like you might have some obstacles before you can actually release those past tendencies. Okay, so right now let me keep a stream of thought going. So I said journaling, I said forgiveness, acceptance, honesty. Okay, so yeah, connecting with yourself means you have to let go of what's not you. You have to let go of what's not yourself in order to see who you actually are. Oh, and okay, so you know how it's like we are not our emotions, we are not our personality, all that. So really, you get to create who you want to be. And that's why that's why you gotta let go of old habits, old thought patterns, old belief systems about yourself, like insecurities. Let go of all that bullshit. Let's go of it. Stop carrying it around. You don't need it. You can build a whole different personality that doesn't depend on that. That doesn't depend on being insecure, needing others in order to do something. You know what I mean? Like, and get off that damn phone. Like, just take a fucking break from the social media, from the Netflix, from going to whatever type of events you go to. Like, it's good, it's very important to socialize, it's very important to stay connected to the people that you like, but remember, you gotta connect with yourself, because and being on your phone all the time, you're not able to you're not, like, whenever you're just constantly on your phone, you're just watching what other people do. You're just watching stuff that, yeah, it might entertain you, it might give you a couple laughs, but is it really adding substance to your life? So to connect with yourself, yeah, it is kind of an obvious answer. Just spend time with yourself. If you struggle with just being by yourself, doing absolutely nothing, just like ease yourself into it, and you can just do something you like, relaxing, like painting, maybe drawing, doodling, or like cooking for yourself, like without watching a YouTube video or something in the background, just like cooking. What's another good idea? Just going on walks outside, or at the gym, in a treadmill, or at the track, just walking. Yoga is a good way to get connected to your body, to your physical, and it helps like stretching and all that. It helps with stored emotions, because emotions that you don't process, that you don't that you're just shoving down because you don't want to deal with them, they're stuck in your body and they are affecting you, and not in a good way. That's why you feel icky. Like, I don't know if you feel icky, but that's why you feel like not energetic, or, you know, with a lot of energy. Yeah, that's what energetic means. No, but because stored emotions, a lot of the times it's like stuck between your hips. So doing like hip movements, like stretching your legs and doing hip mobility workouts, hip mobility stretches and movements. Definitely recommend. And that's just gonna give you that time, space away from from everything else, and you're just chilling, vibing. So okay, let me do a little rundown. So connecting with yourself is important for many reasons. Many reasons. Many reasons. XYZ. That's why you click on the video, because you know it's important. You know. And so in order to do that, you can do that by just spending time with yourself, journaling, talking to yourself out loud, and being honest with yourself, and having acceptance about whatever situations you're going through, and however you feel. Be accepting of your emotions, however they come up, even if they're very, very heavy, very, very unsettling. Yeah, there's been so many times where I'm just like crying, bawling my eyes out, and I don't even know why, because like during meditation, like emotions that have been stored for so long, they just start coming up, because I'm open, and I'm like, I'm just letting my energy pass through, ebb and flow. And so those emotions are able to come up, because I'm not stopping it with my thoughts or whatever. But yeah, it's really hard. Okay, actually, we're not gonna say that. We're not gonna say it is not hard. It is not hard. We're gonna say it is easy. It is easy. Okay, no, it takes guts, but it is easy. I don't know. No, crying that much, like crying so much, and you don't even know why. It's like, damn, shit, and it hurts. Like, it hurt, like my heart be aching, but I know that it's for the best, and I'm gonna feel so much better afterwards. Like, when you're crying, don't feel like you need to stop crying. You're releasing negative energy from your body. That's literally a release of negative emotions, negative energy that does not serve you. So be grateful that you're crying. Be grateful that your body knows what to do and is taking care of you, and your body is just doing what it does, and it's for your good. It's for your best. It's for the best. So, and crying, not a bad thing, nothing to be ashamed of. Oh, I got off track. So yeah. So yeah, having acceptance of your emotions and how you truly feel about things, and just sitting and being patient with yourself. I don't know. Is this too vague? Am I being too vague right now, or is this actually like, it's like resonating with y'all? Yeah, and like, I feel like if you're like lost on what to do, you don't know what to do, it's because you're not listening to yourself. It's because you're just always have distractions, and you're trying to wait for someone else to tell you what to do, or you're just listening to everybody except yourself. Deep down, not your thoughts. I know you're listening to your thoughts, but are you listening to your soul? Are you, your soul, your heart's desire? You know what I mean? Because yeah, you might think you need to do something. It's another thing to actually listen to what you feel called to do. And being honest with yourself about that, it's gonna help a lot. It's gonna bring a lot of clarity to your life, because that's what we want. We want clarity. We want to be able to think clearly and not let negative thoughts control our life. Not play the victim. We are the driver. We are the one in the driver's seat. So if you see a dead end, turn the other way. Go ahead, or chill there at the dead end. It's really all up to you. You hold all the power. Remember that. You hold all the power. So one of the metaphors I really like is, life is a blank canvas. And you are the artist with the brush in your hand, painting on it. Life is what you make it. And it takes being able to connect with yourself to realize you have that power, to connect to that power, to be able to embrace that power within you. You gotta connect with yourself. You gotta be like, yeah, okay. just be nice to yourself, bro. Be nice. Stop bullying yourself. Stop saying like, oh my god, I look so bad today. Like, okay, yeah, you might look a little rough, but it's like nothing to be like, I'm not leaving the room today. I can't be seen. honey, no one cares. No one is worried about how you look. Everybody is always worried about themselves. Remember that. Everybody's too concerned with what they're doing, with what they're going through. That's another thing. Don't be worried about what other people think. That's a big thing to learn. Very, like, in order to connect with yourself, just to let go of other people's expectations on you. Let go of what other people think. Let go of trying to please other people. Oh my god. So I think I'm gonna wrap it up. So let's do a rundown. Spend time with yourself. Journal it out. Talk it out. Let go of the distractions. Let go of the negative beliefs. Forgive yourself for whatever you've done, or like whatever you allowed. You know what I mean? Like if you allowed mistreatment and if you allowed people to walk all over you, forgive yourself for allowing it. Okay, forgive yourself. And you're gonna be like doing this, letting go of that pain, letting go of those emotions. It's gonna create space for you to actually build yourself up and be the person that you actually want to be, the one that flourishes, the one that just shines so bright. You are much braver, much smarter, much more of everything than you probably can comprehend. So don't ever feel like you can't do something. You can do it. The only thing stopping you from becoming what you want to do is yourself. You're yourself. And if ideas come up and are like, no, actually I actually can't because I have to XYZ, then you're giving power to those things. That's why they have power over you. So that's it for today's video. Kind of ended on an abrupt note, but that's just how it was meant to go. Anyways, love y'all so much. Thank y'all for tuning in, and see y'all in the next video. Bye.